All right, in this explainer, we're going on a trip, a big one. We're taking a journey to the very edge of everything we know. It's a grand tour of the cosmos, starting right here at home and pushing all the way out into the great unknown. Let's see just how far we can go.
You know, for thousands of years, this is what humanity believed. It was just a given. We thought our little planet was the absolute center of it all, and that the sun, the stars, well, everything just circled around us.
But then, science came along and completely shattered that idea. It showed us our real place in the universe, and in doing so, it revealed a cosmos so much bigger, so much more incredible than we ever could have dreamed. So, to really get a grip on our place in the universe, we have to leave our planet behind. So, let's start by taking our very first step into space. Our first stop is just 400 kilometers straight up. Now, that might not sound like a lot, but from here, we get our first look at the largest thing humans have ever built in space. And here it is, the International Space Station. And get this, it's whipping around our planet at over 27,000 kilometers an hour. That's fast enough to circle the Earth 16 times a day. And it's not just a science lab, it's also a potential pit stop, a refueling station for future missions heading out into the black. All right, time for a much bigger jump. We are now almost 400,000 kilometers away, pulling up to Earth's silent, faithful companion, the Moon. From out here, our home planet just looks like this beautiful blue marble hanging in the darkness. And just look at this, a footprint. Left by the Apollo astronauts way back in 1969, and it's still there, looking like it was made yesterday. Why? Well, it's simple, really. The Moon has no atmosphere, no wind, no rain, nothing to wash away. Those footprints could last for millions of years. So, we visited our closest neighbor. Now it's time to push deeper into our solar system. Let's start our tour of the inner rocky planets. Our first destination is Venus. Now, scientists once thought it might be a lot like Earth, maybe even a steamy tropical paradise. Wow, were they wrong. Venus is frankly a nightmare. The temperature is a blistering 470 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to melt lead. Oh, and it rains sulfuric acid. This toxic hellscape is the result of a runaway greenhouse effect, which is, a pretty serious cautionary tale for us back on Earth. Okay, moving on, we're at the planet closest to the sun, Mercury. Talk about a world of extremes. During its long day, the surface gets baked at 400 degrees Celsius. But because there's no real atmosphere to trap any of that heat, the temperature just plummets at night to a mind-numbing minus 170 degrees. Okay, let's head outwards now to the planet that probably captures our imagination more than any other, Mars. It's still our best shot at finding proof that life once existed somewhere else. See, scientists are pretty sure Mars used to have rivers, lakes, maybe even vast oceans. That's why we're so focused on finding signs of ancient life there. It's also home to Olympus Mons, this absolutely colossal volcano that's 3 times taller than Mount Everest. All of this is exactly why Mars is the #1 candidate for a future human colony. Okay, our journey is about to get a little more dangerous. We need to cross the asteroid belt, this huge ring of cosmic debris. So what keeps all these rocks from just forming another planet? Well, it's the insane gravity of where we're headed next. Welcome to Jupiter, the undisputed king of our solar system. To give you an idea of just how big it is, check this out. If you took every other planet, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and you put them all together on one side of a scale, Jupiter would still outweigh them. All of them, combined. And of course, you can't talk about Jupiter without talking about the Great Red Spot. This isn't just any storm. It's a gigantic hurricane that has been raging for thousands of years. It's so enormous, you could literally fit 3 whole Earths inside it. 3! Next stop is maybe the most beautiful planet in our entire solar system. With those incredible, majestic rings, Saturn is often called the crown of the solar system. But believe it or not, one of its moons might be even more interesting. Let's take a look at Saturn's largest moon, Titan. It's weirdly Earth-like in a lot of ways. It's got its own thick atmosphere and a surface with rivers, lakes, and seas. So what's the catch? Well, all that liquid, it's not water. It's liquid natural gas, like methane and ethane. Okay, we've just passed the outer planets Uranus and Neptune, and this is a huge moment in our journey. We are about to officially leave our solar system. We're going to follow a little messenger we sent out into the void decades ago. And that messenger is the Voyager 1 spacecraft. We launched it back in 1977. It's now more than 19 billion kilometers from home, screaming through space at 17 kilometers a second. It is the very first thing humans have ever sent into the space between the stars. But before we're really and truly in interstellar space, we have to pass through one final region, the Oort cloud. Think of it like this giant, spherical shell of trillions of icy comets that surrounds our entire solar system. This is the true edge of the sun's kingdom. And we've made it. We are now in interstellar space. The sun is just another bright star in our rearview mirror. And from out here, the scale of everything just explodes. It's time to see our entire home galaxy. Take a look. This is our home, the Milky Way. And our entire solar system, everything we just traveled through, is not even a single pixel in this image. It is a completely insignificant speck of dust. Our sun is just one of over 200 billion stars in this one galaxy alone. But hold on, our journey isn't over yet, because the Milky Way itself is just one galaxy among billions. So get ready for the final zoom out, because we're about to see the real, mind-blowing structure of the known universe. So our galaxy, the Milky Way, is part of a little neighborhood of about 50 galaxies we call the local group. But that local group is just one of thousands that make up something called the Virgo supercluster. And that supercluster is just one of an estimated 10 million superclusters that make up the entire observable universe. At this scale, you can't even find our galaxy. We are completely lost. And after all of that, you have to remember one crucial thing. Everything we just saw, every star, every galaxy, is only the part of the universe we can observe. It's just the part where the light has had enough time to reach us since the beginning of everything. Which leaves us with the ultimate question. What lies beyond that edge? What wonders, what mysteries, or maybe even what other universes are waiting out there, just past the limits of our sight?